Peace, Temple Beth Shalom family. Rabbi Boxed here, back with my Parashat Shavua to a portion of the week. We are still in Leviticus, Parashat Sh'mini, Leviticus 9:1 through 11:47. And we are now talking about the dedication of the tabernacle and the continuation of the ordination of the priests. Permitted and forbidden foods, defilement, and purification. So the Torah portion begins. Vayihi bayom hashmini kara Moshe la'Aharon u'levanav u'leziknei Yisrael. On the eighth day, Moses called Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel, and he said, "Take a calf of the herd for a purgation offering, a ram for burnt offering without blemish, and bring them before the Eternal. And these are going to be a purgation offering. The ox and the ram are for an offering of well-being. And we're going to have a meal offering with oil mixed in as well. For today, the eternal God is going to appear to us, to you. This is all brought to the tent of meeting. And what we have here is we have the priestly, one of the episodes of the situations of Aaron lifting his hands toward the people and blessing them. This is important because the presence of the Eternal appears to all the people. Fire comes forth from the Eternal and consumes the offerings and the fat parts on the altar, and all the people saw and shouted and fell on their faces. And what is interesting here is that this is the story of Aaron's sons Nadav and Avihu, and in their excitement, in their zeal to do what they thought was right, they bring they take their fire pans, they put fire in it, and they laid incense on it, and they offer it before before the Eternal, alien fire, which of course what happens is that God kills them both immediately, consumes them. Thus they died at the instance of the Eternal. And this is obviously a pretty big punishment for what may seem to be not that big of a deal. But in this time period, God wanted the people to do exactly as God had commanded. God did not want to have people taking it upon themselves to not go against the law, but to bring in their own interpretations of what God wanted, and that was a no-no. So obviously, Aaron is told he's not allowed to mourn for his sons, which of course is a huge punishment. And people are literally supposed to go on their merry ways after what happened. And God's explanation is, do not bare your heads, do not rend your clothes, lest you die and anger strike the whole community. But your kin, all the house of Israel, shall bewail the burning that the Eternal has wrought. So basically, God is recognizing that there's a need to mourn, but Aaron and his family is not allowed to mourn for the loss of the two sons. Then we continue on. We have an explanation of what creatures were allowed to eat. The dietary laws are here. What we're allowed to eat from the water, and what is an abomination as far as birds are concerned. What makes us impure, and then once we become impure, for example, if we touch the carcass of a body, how long we're to be impure, and what we have to do to become pure again. A lot of do this, do this, do this, do not do this, do not do this, do not do this. And the Torah portion ends. These are the instructions concerning animals, birds, all living creatures that move in water, and all creatures that swarm on earth, for distinguishing between the impure and the pure, between the living things that may be eaten and the living things that may not be eaten. That's it for this week. I hope you have a wonderful Shabbat Shalom, and I'll see you next time.